Now, one of our favourite vegetables on the site, in case you haven't noticed, is kale. And I just want to show you how easy it is to prepare. Now, this is lacinato kale, or Tuscan kale. As you can see, it's got kind of crinkly, spear-shaped leaves, and the texture also gives it its like third nickname, which is dinosaur kale, if you can see that. Now, there are very many different sorts of kale, but this is how you treat all of them. So first of all, you need to get rid of the heavy stem. So just grip it in your hand like this, and then just pull it out. See? Couldn't be easier, right? And this is really all you need to do to get it ready for steaming. You have just the tender leaves. Now, lacinato kale is my favorite kale for making salads. I'm just going to pull a few bits to get more off, and I can show you how various ways of cutting it. Alright, so one of my favorite ways to cutting is to shred. So you just line them all up, your leaves up together. You can do quite a big chunk of leaves. Just roll them up. And then with your knife, point down onto the table. Just do that so you can see it better. You just obviously it helps if your knife is sharp, but this is what's called a chiffonade, French for little rags, and this is great. What happens is now with your salad, if you put a dressing on this, this will soften it, and you've got something that really is quite delicious. If you want to do a stir fry, this is also a really good way to do it. I'm just going to put it to one side. Now, when you cook and steam the kale, you don't want to do that because you want to do it in the whole leaves and cut it afterwards. So I'm going to put that into one of my lovely pots from here. You just put it in with just a little bit of water that clings to it. Okay, so now we've got the kale here. It's just been steamed lightly. You don't want to overcook it. And what you need to do is just squeeze out the excess water. Now, I'm doing this in my hands because it's not that hot, but if it's a bit hot, you can just literally just put it into some kitchen paper, kitchen towel, and that's it. So you can see it's kind of shrunk a lot, and it's kind of gotten a little darker green in colour. Now, because we did it virtually the whole leaf, not much of the goodness has leached out. If you put this in there, you'd lose a lot of the nutrition. It would go into the water. Right, put this down. This is when you chop it, and you don't chop it as fine as this. Still keep the point of the knife down. Just do a couple of big cuts one way, and then I usually do a couple of cuts the other way, and then you've just got little bite-sized pieces, which are great for pastas or for soups, you know, or just to eat on its own, or to stir fry with a little bit of garlic.